welcome to a spooky episode of
Rocknpineapple, bitches.
Today we are here to tell you about Layers of Fear.
A game we played recently. First off, spoiler alert, like this is gonna be hardcore on the spoilers.
There will be jump scares, plot reveals,
graphic images. But the game plot, as far as it's concerned, it's about this painter, and he has a wife and a child, and it basically goes through like his house, and in the beginning you're finding out all you can about the painter, and he was apparently a really good painter who sort of lost his mind, and with the loss of his mind causes a whole escalate of things. Like when he starts going like on a decline of his art skills, he starts drinking. He becomes an alcoholic. It could be wine, since they have a lot of
oh yeah, no,
wine.
these guys are definitely alcoholics.
And which causes his wife to run away with his daughter.
Looking stunning in her black gown, Ellipsis revealed to us exclusively that the couple were indeed
expecting.
They were expecting they're having a baby.
Well, while they left him, they get into an accident where the wife becomes horribly disfigured with burns, and the daughter's okay. She loses her leg, and she has to wear a prosthetic, and they end up having to move back in with her husband. Well, her husband is disgusted by her, and you find out later in the game that he treats her horribly after she gets burned. Like, she's not allowed to do anything that she found once, and she was once a beautiful musician, and he just cuts that out of her life completely. Doesn't let her touch her piano or her violin anymore. And with this, the wife loses the will to live and commits suicide.
So there are 3 endings that you can get while you're playing this game, depending on what you pick up. The ending that most people end up getting is called the endless loop. Loop. And the endless loop is basically just what it sounds like. You go back to the beginning and you just keep playing the game over and over and over.
And even though we followed a walkthrough, we got the endless loop.
That's because we accidentally went to a separate walkthrough in the halfway point. And
screwed up.
Yeah, we did screw up. So the family ending sounds like the most interesting one in my opinion. Spoiler! In the family ending, he killed his wife.
No, she
committed suicide.
But he uses her body parts to paint a picture
of her. And then in the family ending, not only does he paint a picture of her, he paints a picture of his daughter with his daughter's body parts, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like in all the walkthroughs.
The third walkthrough is the self-portrait.
Yeah.
And I think that's when he goes absolutely crazy and commits suicide himself.
Yeah.
And that one sounds interesting, but like,
it's not as interesting as the other one.
Yeah, I want to see how the family portrait played out. I think if you mess up the smallest little thing,
and yet you've completely screwed up, and now you're done.
Because we followed it pretty much to a T, but we just didn't do, I think, like 3 things.
And
we got the endless loop.
Okay, so as far as the game goes, there are hidden meanings in the game. For instance, schizophrenia plays a really big part of this. When I say he went crazy, I mean he went fucking crazy. Now, I'm not saying that people with schizophrenia are crazy themselves. It is a very serious disease, and I respect all of you that have it, and I understand that you are going through some problems, and
it's a struggle.
It's a struggle, okay? I get that. But the way they use schizophrenia in this game is that they have these, like, they put rats all over this game, okay? And the rats aren't actually there. It's a side product of the schizophrenia. All the things that you go through is just a side effect of the schizophrenia.
It gets pretty messed up towards the end. They have, like, the daughter's room. They have, like, a giant rat sitting where the daughter is, which kind of alludes to
demon children.
Sweet baby child. That, like, the daughter was never really there.
It's the whole thing is full of hidden meanings, and little things like you see in like the beginning, they pop up again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like the fucking vase that we never figured out what happened, like why the vase popped up everywhere.
Yeah, the vase was everywhere. There was a red, like, rose vase.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
And then certain paintings.
Paintings were everywhere, and then there was specifically one book.
Yes.
And
the
you
one
never,
with the face.
Yeah, you never figure out what the book's about, like what that ties into anything.
Actually, you do. Well, it doesn't really tie in, but like you can see what the book is, and it was the last book that he successfully illustrated.
And you find out that this guy has a lot of
Issues. Basically, the ghost of his wife is haunting him.
Calm down, Hilda!
Haunting, like I said, it's his schizophrenia tricking him, and it really shows you how much, if you have a serious illness like schizophrenia,
How much it can mess with you.
How much it can mess with you and take control of your life.
Our ending was the endless loop because we messed up a little bit. And basically, he goes and he finishes the painting, he finishes it, and he's like, no, it's not right. And he goes crazy again, and he's like, it's not right. And then he throws the painting into a closet that is full of probably over 100
of painting
of the same exact painting.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
So that's the endless loop one. I'm pretty sure the family ending would have been where the puddle of blood was at the beginning, where we couldn't get into that door.
They have like in the beginning, you can go into the entire house, and they have certain rooms that are locked, and you don't know what's in the locked doors because you can't find the key.
Right.
So that's where we're pretty sure these endings happen.
I would suggest if you do want to play the game, do go into the basement because you will miss a lot if you don't go into the basement.
Yeah, you get so fucking confused.
Yeah, we were really scared to go into the basement just because it's a basement. So, Rachel, what did you think about the game?
I liked the game. There was a lot more jump scares, and I don't. It was really good. The problem is that I read through all 3 or 4 different walkthroughs and all about the different endings, and it's the family itself is the man, his wife, his child, and a dog. You never find out what happened to the dog. Rat/stars. Oh wait, rats is stars backwards. As far as I guess rats go, I'd give it 3.8 because it wasn't as mindfully scary as I thought it would be, but it wasn't terrible. However, I just want to let you know that I did not jump when we were playing the game.
I would give it a 4.2 out of 5 rats. You know, I really liked that it was a unique storyline. I've never heard of anything like that. I didn't like that it was so easy to get an awful ending. Or to get the endless ending. I thought it was frustrating that you could mess up one little thing and then you're done.
So her camera died, we're on my camera now.
Yeah.
My little blue cannon. I like how they had there's 6 parts to it, right? I don't like part 4 because part 4 is full of fucking dolls. The creepy Victorian ones.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, I highly suggest it. If you like horror, I definitely suggest it. If you like playing video games, I definitely suggest it. You never have to do any fighting or anything, which is nice, which I liked.
You just get beat up a lot.
Yeah. You fall down.
The wife basically kills you 5 times. It's $19.99 on Xbox.
No. So make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below of if you're going to play this video game or your reactions if you did. If you have any suggestions, feel free to email us or leave them in the comments. Alright. So, see you next time.
I will work on my temper though. Promise. We'll talk later. I love you.
Oh my god! I'm so gonna wait for this really ugly part of this thing to happen and so make you piss your pants.
I'll have you know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take kindly to such accusations.